Hi, welcome back to the farm. My name's Roz, also known as Passion Flower, and you'll find me here each week talking about my farming and creative life. It's not so sunny this afternoon for my recording, so I've kind of slightly moved again. I think I'm going to keep slightly moving until I feel like I have the right position. And I'm also not getting too much glare off my glasses in this spot too, so maybe this will be the spot. It has been a cold and wet week. The ground is starting to really start to hold the moisture. So we're getting mud in places and the grass feels like it stays wet almost all day. So it's not been terribly pleasant to be outside all that much. It's definitely been inside by the heater or inside by the fire weather. And to be honest, I've been busy at work and I've also been busy away at market, which I'll talk about soon. And so there hasn't been a lot going on. A few weeks ago, I shared that a group came here to the farm from Landcare and did some planting around our dam. And we noticed that there was quite a lot of kangaroo poo around the trees and some of the guards had been knocked off. So we hadn't really noticed that the kangaroos had been going that close to the dam. They tend to sort of graze in the paddock around it, but we hadn't seen them really congregating around that space at the dam. But obviously, they either always had been, although we hadn't seen much poo there, but we think the new plants have clearly attracted them to that space. So, in order to protect those plants, first what I did is I went through and I re-secured the guards around the trees and put some of the hessian mats back down around them. And then we did a little fence. So just around three sides, so the dam is the fourth side, with star pickets and the white electrical tape that's often used for like horses and things like that. So apparently that is supposed to be good for kangaroos as well because it's quite a visual barrier, as well as when you electrify it being like the actual like shock as well. So what we did is we've run 4 rows of the white wire um, across the span of the trees, and we're running a solar powered electric fence system off that. Now we're hoping that that's going to keep them at least away a little bit. It's not going to stop them. They can jump clearly straight over it if they want to, but it's just the visual barrier, and also that if they do go up close and get a bit of a shock, that it may stop them to just wanting to try. So we'll have to check in and see how it's going. I haven't been back down to have a look yet to see if there's been any more activity in there, although it'll be hard to tell because there was quite a lot of poo there. If there's anything new, but I think by looking at the guards and if they've been touched, that's probably going to be the best way to tell. Because obviously we want those trees to do really well and grow because it's going to help with the dam and it's going to be a good example of what you can do in a small space in a paddock to really grow some plants that are going to support the water and also support the native wildlife and everything. And like we don't mind that the kangaroos are there, it's just that we don't want them to be eaten down to the ground before they've had a chance to grow. I've been doing a little bit of tidying in my house, just trying to rearrange things a little bit for the cats and figure out how things are going to work best. I'm trying some different solutions for some storage under my bed. I have a very low bed, and so I have some tubs under there, but I can't just slide them out. In order to get them out, I have to actually like lift up the mattress, lift up the slats, and pull the tubs out. So I've found some very low profile shoe organizers from Kmart. I bought one today and I'm going to try that out and see if it will fit under the bed and if I can slide it in and out more like a drawer, so that I can keep some things under there, but also block off a lot of that under space so that the cats can't get right in under the bed to hide. So I don't really want them to use that spot to hide because I'm not going to be able to get them out if I need to in a hurry. So I can give you a bit more of an update on that maybe next week if it seems interesting and if I've had any success with it. Yeah, I've just bought them today, so I haven't had a chance to really try them out yet. Last weekend was the All About Fibre and Yarn Market in Lancefield, and it was another wonderful day. I really do enjoy this series of markets. It's with a really good group of vendors, and the organisers are really great. And it's been a good one for me to go to some regional areas throughout Victoria. I'm not doing any of the interstate ones that they have this year, but it's something that I'm thinking about for the future. It was a busy day and a good day. And then when I came home on the Sunday night, I didn't unpack the car because Monday was a public holiday. And I thought, no, I'm going to do it in the morning. And I did. I got myself organized on the Monday morning. I came over here, I unpacked the car, and I did quite a lot of sorting and repacking and kind of a bit of a stock take, checked where I was at with my numbers, updated things that were not quite right with the shop. So at the moment, everything is back online in my shop, except for a few things. And I've got them here sitting on a post-it note on my computer that I have to do. They need their photos taken. So I'll probably do that this weekend. My aim is that hopefully by the time this video goes live, the website will be totally updated with all the stock that I have available, including these few things that I need to take photographs of before I can add to the shop. I don't have another market for a while now. I am not going to be vending at Bendigo, but I am in chats with a couple of people about potentially having a little bit of my yarn on their stalls. So you may see it there, and I will let you know as it gets closer where you'd be able to find me. Meanwhile, I will be doing a lot of re-dyeing of colorways that have sold out over the past few weeks, and kind of figuring out what my plan will be for the second half of the year in terms of what I will be stocking at markets. I need to come up with my Christmas colorway and how I'm gonna go about my Christmas colors this year. I've got a few ideas, but nothing really solid yet. So I kind of need to do a few experiments and sort of figure things out. I did it on a sparkle base last year, which I really enjoyed. So I may use sparkle yarn again. I'd actually like your opinion if you think that Christmas on a sparkle yarn would be fun, and perhaps any suggestions for a Christmas inspired colorway. I've done quite a few, and you kind of get into the sort of red and green, and I'd like to try and think of something a little bit different. So I've only worked on one kind of project this week, and it's not my mosaic shawl. If you want to have a look at any of the progress from that, you can take a look at the last few episodes. So I've been showing it in those. But this week I have only worked on socks. First, I'll show you my finished socks, which are the stripy ones from Half Baked Hand Dyed, the caper colorway, and I used my color Ocean for the heels, toes, and cuffs. As you can see, I have not woven in the ends, but apart from that, they are completely done. Oops. And I cast on another pair of socks straight away. At the market on Sunday, I bought myself another ball of hand-dyed striped yarn from Half Baked Hand Dyed. I think I said I was going to do that, and I absolutely did. Here it is here. And it is called Mirkwood. So it is sort of like a rusty red that's coming out much brighter red on the screen. A navy blue, a green, and an off-white cream. And I am adding in a brown. I don't know who this is by. I've had this in my stash for quite a while. I just have little balls of things that I know are sock yarn that I can just grab to add heels, toes, and cuffs. So I'm using a brown for the contrast. And I have done so much already. So I finished the other socks on Monday after I got back from the market. And I've already done up past the heel of the first sock already. I'm loving how the stripe is turning out and how it looks with the brown in there. So these are for my mum for her birthday. It's not a surprise. Hi, Mum. These are the colour you're getting for your birthday. So she wants, keep dropping. She wants quite a long cuff or leg. So I'll probably knit at least down to the length of the toe before I start doing some ribbing. But as you can see with these, I did these ones for myself almost that long, and I still have quite a lot of the ball left. So I can definitely make much longer socks. So I'll probably make them a little bit longer for her. I think she likes to wear them like with walking boots up under pants. So you want to get a little bit of length in them. But that is literally all of my crafting. The one thing I haven't shared is the hat that I'm wearing, and I've realized that my fringe is super long. I've put this on and it's like tickling down into my glasses. So I think it's time to get a haircut as well. This is the Barley hat by Tin Can Knit, and this is the very first Barley hat that I knit. It is in a worsted weight yarn, which is what the pattern actually calls for, but from now on I have normally just used an 8-ply or a DK, and it seems to just work out just as well. It's stockinette, and then there's a section of garter as well. So it's got a nice difference in texture. It also helps to make the variegated yarn do some really fun things. Like you can see this one striping pulling through here, and then it sort of speckles the color up around the top here. This yarn is from Knitty in Color, and it's called Head Case. And I finished this pattern back in 2015. So I've had this beanie for quite a while. And as I said, I've knit many, many versions of the Barley hat since, for myself, for family, for friends. And it is just a really great go-to beanie pattern with a little bit of interest. So you're not just going around and round doing the same thing, but you just got that little bit of garter stitch in there as well. And it fits really well. You can make it as slouchy or as tight as you like. And I definitely needed to have a beanie on today because it is quite chilly. Well, that's it for another week. Thanks for spending some time with me. If you're enjoying these videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and look forward to seeing you next week on the farm. Bye.